Big Blue Nation. What's going on? It's your boy, Big Blue Steph, coming at you with a new video. This one prior to the Ravens-Chiefs game today, starting the NFL, kicking it off. And I figured, hey man, done went the whole off-season, preseason, training camp, free agency, blah, blah, blah. They released the schedule and never actually made any type of predictions. I'm trying to see what the roster was going to look like. So here we are. Yeah, I've been real anxious to get this season started. Partially just getting tired of all the naysayers, people making comments. Daniel Jones sucks. We the worst team in the league. I'm on social media. Someone posted something like, this is the last free Sunday before I'm forced to watch Giants games. Like, anyone's forced to watch Giants games. If you're doing that, hey man, you're torturing yourself. That's besides this point. I'm just saying I'm ready for us to either prove these doubters wrong or, hey, let's start this new QB search and figure out who we're gonna have by the beginning of next season. But I'm an optimistic and realistic type of fan. I try not to delve too much on the negative. It is what it is. Can't not talk about the Giants without talking about Daniel Jones. Personally, I don't think he's as bad as everyone says he is, but he definitely leaves a lot to be desired, consistency-wise, health-wise, being able to actually play out a full season and play it at a high level. I mean, we've never seen that. We've seen glimpses here and there, but we've also seen more than enough, I won't even call them glimpses, but experiences when he just looks like straight trash. We're building up all this anticipation for this new season. All off season, we got Malik Neighbors, we got a improved O-line, it looks like. We got Brian Burns on the D-line, so we look like our pass rush should be back to what Giants level pass rush should be. Back end of the roster, back end of the secondary, that's a little nerve-wracking, but if this pass rush can give us a little bit, and if the offense can actually do a little something, hey, maybe we won't have to worry about too much of this secondary. Even with Adoree coming back, that doesn't really stabilize it, but so much, especially if he gets injured or Tay gets injured, we're right back to where we started. Regardless, with Daniel Jones, it's hey, it is what it is with this dude. Once again, this is like 2022 coming off the Joe Judge era. It's like, hey, let's see him play it out, see what we can do with him. He's right back in that same boat. Prove it. Regardless, unless he, comes back with some type of 4,000 yard passing season, 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 700 yards rushing, 6 rushing touchdown type of Pro Bowl / MVP type season, most likely he's gone. And I'm cool with that. 6 years in and we still trying to figure out who he is. You hold out hope. There's all these connections with, like the Eli or the Manning family and this and that. And you're just thinking, come on now, there's gotta be better than this. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, the season. The buildup is there. We start the preseason. Daniel Jones plays against Houston and immediately craps the bed, and we're just like, oh my God, this season is already over. I'm hoping that was just rust, but we've seen that from him before, so who knows? But yeah, I think he could play at least average ball this year, and if that's what he gives us, that's what he gives us, and we ready. We already know Joe Shane's already scouting QBs, been to like 2 or 3 college games already. I'm sure them scouts is right back out there like they were most of last season. So, scouting QB, scouting some cornerbacks. It'd be nice to have some great youth on that offensive line. Probably somebody play next to Dex who's going to be consistent. But whatever, man. This video is for what? This this season, so we'll see. So I was gonna go game by game and just tell y'all where I'm at with it. So starting week 1, We're home with, we're home against the Vikings, and I'm calling that a win, y'all. If you haven't noticed anything about Daboll and the team, and you've heard it many a times throughout the preseason, but the off season, it's like that term urgency. And yeah, Daboll's in year three, and it looks like he's feeling a little bit of heat. You know, part of it his fault, not all of it his. Shane, you know, his drafts have been a little suspect, to say the least. Hey, it is what it is. But I think we come out at home trying to set the tone. You know, Sam Darnold is who he is. Don't forget, this dude was the New York Jets quarterback for a couple years, and what happened? He started seeing ghosts. He's back at MetLife. He's gonna see them ghosts again, and I think we get this dub. So we start off 1-0 against Minnesota. Week 2 against Washington. Washington is always a story, no matter what's going on, no matter what good comes from them. There's always something going on. If you down here in the DMV or even through ESPN, you're hearing that, you know, the VP just got fired for a bunch of either insensitive comments, comments about Goodell, Jerry Jones, blah blah blah. So he's gone. That brings another firestorm, a little distraction. Hopefully that keeps going off for next week. I see us winning at Washington, 2-0, y'all. I'm taking that 2-0. I ain't gonna say none of these games gonna be easy, but yeah, I'm hoping in that Washington game, this is Malik Neighbors' his chance to really just explode on the scene. You know, he had the little verbal bet with Jaden Daniels. NFL made him retract all that and blah blah blah, training, whatever. But I'm sure they're both trying to prove who's gonna be the offensive rookie of the year. So it is what it is. Next up, week 3, Giants at Cleveland. Cleveland to me still got that stout D. You know, I don't think we're ready for that yet. I think by week 3 we're really starting to know what the Shane Bowen's defense is really looking like. Our offense to be settled in, but I just think we're not there yet. 2-1, we take this L at Cleveland. Short week, and we are home against Dallas. Dallas to me has been a hot mess all off season, signing, not signing folks, forgetting the free agency started. Are we paying that? We're not paying that, whatever. Hey, I think this is our chance to really just creep up on Dallas one time, get this win. Again, anything can happen. You know, it's time for tables to flip. You know, our old line looks like it'll be better. They're still adjusting to a new defensive scheme somewhat. I think we got Dallas's number this first game at least. So we 3-1 at that point. Going across the nation, we traveling to Seattle. I don't think defensively we have enough to stop their aerial game. And if our running defense is not really settled in, it's going to be ugly again. I got us taking an L, so that got us at 3-2. After that, see, week 6, home against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's going to be interesting to, you know, really peep to see what's going on with them. They've been all over the place. Jamar Chase still trying to get paid as of Thursday, the 5th. Everyone else as wide receivers getting paid. He ain't got paid yet. You know, I don't know. I just don't feel super confident about this game. So, what's that? 3-3? 3-3 after 6 games. All right, week 7, y'all. Week 7 at home against Philly. The Saquon revenge game. Now, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what Daboll may say that starting up, leading up to that week, and Shane and DJ, whoever, and they're like, oh, you know, it's just another game. You know, we treat it like any other. It's not going to be any other game. I'm pretty sure they're going to want to be like, looky here now. We let you go. We good without you. We 3-3 at this point. We pushing forward. You know, everything in Philly, but we good without you. I don't see any way that we allow ourselves not to win this game at home. Gotta win this game. The Saquon Revenge Bowl. So yeah, I'm going 4-3. We win this game and we good to go. You know, we move past this. You know, hugs after the game, maybe not. Whatever. At the end of the day, we ain't losing to Philly at home with Saquon coming back to MetLife. Plain and simple. Week 8, we go to Pittsburgh. Monday night. Pittsburgh's a tough one. At that point, who knows? I mean, I just don't trust Russell Wilson for the last 5 years as a quarterback to really do anything for anybody. When there was rumors that, you know, we were interested in blah, 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 I'm like, for what, man? What is he going to give you that Daniel Jones don't already give you? You know, to me, he's a declining asset. Yeah, he's got the experience. He's not as mobile and fluid with his movements as he used to be. That pocket last year would have been trash for him, and he would have just gotten crushed. He's already starting this year a little injured. I don't think Justin Fields moves the needle on that team. I'm going to go with a surprise win, y'all. I'm going to say we win this one. And I know I probably sound like, you know, a homer or whatever. But I still go back to last year. Even after all the crap we went through, the injuries, all this little dissension, wink stuff, blah, blah, blah. To me, there's no way there's no way that you could say that the players quit on Daboll. Daboll still had them fighting. Even when the Cubs were bare. I mean, we ain't have, you know, our starting O-line. You know, late in the season, we were down to our third string quarterback, undrafted. There's no way you could say that it's team quit on them. So fast forward to this year, we're at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's struggling offensively. Defensively, it's going to be an issue. They're going to be an issue. So, but I think going into Pittsburgh, I think we could probably squeeze this one out. 5-3. Week 9, about 5 days later, we play the Skins. Excuse me. Not the Washington football team, but them Commanders. I think at this point, Jane Daniels is hitting his stride mid-season. I don't know if we're going to have enough. It's going to be juicy out there. I actually, even though we've owned the Commanders at this point, I feel like they probably owe us one. So I think we lose that one. On a Sunday, at home, to those damn Commanders. Who knows, maybe one of those fake me out Dexter jumped offside calls that turn and swings the game. But yeah, so I think we losing that one. So 5-3. Was that? Yeah. Week after that, 5-4. Week after that, let's see, we got Carolina. I don't care what goes on. If we lose to Carolina, season over right then. Considering that at this point, I have us pretty much at after Halloween, still relevant. To me, just tells me that it's a decent season worth investing some emotions in. Basically, play Carolina. I don't see Carolina. That's the London game or Germany game. So there's no way we go to Carolina. We go over there and we just lay an egg. There's no way. So we gotta get this win. So after 10 weeks, I see us at 6-4. Total shock. Not to say that Daniel Jones is balling out, but he's not hurting us like he looked in that preseason game against first couple drives of that Houston preseason game. So going into the bye week, 6-4, I could take that. I definitely could take that. That's when it gets interesting for us, for real. Week 12 against Tampa, we at home. Tampa could be one of those sneaky games where we probably can kind of take them for granted. Yes, they were a playoff team. Are they really better? Is Baker a true solution for them at quarterback? Yeah, he got that 3-year deal, but hey, Tampa, what do they really have to offer that they can really, neutralize us? I think we still got this game over Tampa, especially since it's at home. I know a lot of times we play better on the road. I'm hoping this is the year that all that switches. We play better at home, and at the road we're a little shaky. But I think I'm gonna take this as Tampa. We go into Tampa. We stay at home and we get a win against the Bucks. That's what, 7-4. And then a couple days later, we gotta go to Dallas on Thanksgiving. We take that L. I'm sorry. Unless the Cowboys have completely self-destructed at that time, I don't really see us going into Dallas on Thanksgiving and winning. It's just stuff. Another game against New Orleans the next week. I don't believe in New Orleans at all this year. I still think they're trying to figure themselves out. I don't think they got enough to really be anything more than just below 500 team this year. So I think that they'll probably end up cleaning the house next year. But I think we got this win. That's week 14. So week 15, we played Baltimore at home. I think Lamar Jackson will be strongly in the MVP conversation again. Assuming Derrick Henry hasn't fallen off the cliff, which I don't see how he would. He got a decent passing game. I think we took this L against Baltimore week 15. Week 16 against Atlanta. At Atlanta at that. I really don't know what to expect out of Atlanta, but it looks like defensively they shored up a lot of stuff that was going on last year. The back end, especially the secondary, that definitely is a lot better than what they were last year. The pass rush, I see them getting better. Their offense could potentially be explosive, even with Kirk Cousins. Maybe Penix might be able to get in. Who knows if Kirk Cousins is able to recover fully? Yeah, I think we take that L in Atlanta. Week 17 against the Colts. The Colts are one of those teams that could probably do like a little rise like Houston did last year. I think they're getting a little solidified. Anthony Richardson, to me, is an up and down quarterback as he's still figuring it out. But late in the season, if he's actually figured it out, they got the Jonathan Taylor running game. They got the passing game. They've shored up their defense a little bit. I think that's definitely going to be a challenging one. I think the Colts take us though. A little revenge. Bobby O probably wants that game, but we might have to take that though. And then our Week 18 season finale in Philly. I would want to say that Philly has had a trash season. They got nothing to play for anyway. I don't really see that happening. I don't really see that they really would have anything to play for anyway, because most likely they're probably going to take the East again, which I absolutely hate. It's possible we don't have to really take them seriously, but I hate talking about Philly, man. They just piss me off, y'all. And y'all know this. But yeah, I think we still take an L against Philly at home. It'd be nice to sweep them for the first time in I don't know how long, but in general, I can't see it. So I think I'm gonna call this one an L. So we got losses to the Eagles once, the Colts. I mean, that's a 3-game losing streak to end the season, which would be really tough. And 4-game losing streak, to end the season, which would be really tough on a Daboll regime. Hopefully that doesn't happen. If it does happen, who knows if he survives, and Shane. But yeah, if we losing Eagles, Colts, Falcons, Ravens, Cowboys, what did I call? Cincy, Seattle, and Cleveland. So was that 9? So yeah, about 8 and 9 is what. 8 and 9 makes me happy because we're not as bad as everyone says, but 8 and 9 don't do nothing for us except put us in the middle of the pack, which means we still would have to, if we needed a quarterback, which we probably will, which we do, it still means we gotta trade up and try to do something about that. But yeah, thank y'all for watching this. Again, going pick by pick. Looks like my estimation, we about 8 and 9. And that's it. Average season. Does it save Dayball's job? Does it save Shane's job? Are we in position to really get a quarterback that we really want? Trade assets, whatever. We don't know. But thanks for vibing with me. I'll catch y'all later.